Hello, my name is Gabriel from GabakUSA. In this video we are going to see, or I'm going to show you how to stream on Facebook, YouTube and other platforms. So if you want to do that, I'm going to present this product. So the company Teradek, they sent me this product, is Vidiu Pro. They have two versions, the regular version, the Vidiu, and the Vidiu Pro. So in this case we have the Pro version. I'm going to show you the box, a little bit the product itself, so how to connect it. I'm going to be drawing a little bit on the whiteboard that I have behind me, and that way you will learn the whole process. So I'm going to show you in the cell phone how you can set it up and everything and how it works. So this will be more like how it works, and in another video I'm going to be showing you step by step how to set it up and everything else. So without further ado, I'm going to proceed with this. Also, I have a few notes, a few titles that we are going to talk about that now I'm going to show you. So that way you will see everything that we are going to present in this video, and you will know if this video is for you or not. So here I wrote a few things. Why should I use this product? So I'm going to talk about that. Also, go live on YouTube, Facebook with a camcorder. So if you want to do that, be pro, look more professional doing that, that would be great. And third will be how to get a professional look in Facebook and YouTube, on how to get multiple internet connections to live stream in case you have a weak internet connection and you need to live stream. I'm going to explain you why, because I mean, if you don't know, if you don't have a very strong connection, the streaming will not be possible or will be very bad. So I'm going to talk about that. Number 5, it will be you can use everything wireless worldwide, so you don't need to use much cable with this. And 6, you can record everything in your computer and edit later. And 7, it works in many platforms. I mean, if you want to go live. So we're going to talk about all those things. And as usual, if you have any question, you can write me a note in the description of this video, and I'll try to help you in the middle of the week. So let's start showing you like kind of unboxing, because I'm using the product right now, but the idea is that you know how it works and everything else, and a little of the body, I mean the anatomy of this product, so that way you will know what you're going to find when if you decide to buy one of these. So here is the product. As you can see, the box is very small. I mean, it's almost the size of my hand. This is the product itself. I'm going to show you a little bit the options. Okay, here these buttons that you see here are like mini joysticks, so you can browse in the menu like that. Also, it has some lights, so it will tell you when the camera is on. I mean, you are live streaming or there is some error or something like that. So this is the company, and here we are going to make a little zoom so you can see it a little bit better. And as you can see here, we have the SD card. So in one side, that is what you're going to use if you want to record here. In the other side, we're going to see everything that you can do. I'm going to try to explain every icon that you see here. Share link, this is the feature that I was telling you before, that allows you to use multiple internet connections. So if you want to use the cable, if you want to use different cell phones and everything else, you can use them all at the same time, so that is great. Here you have if you can see, is 720p and 1080p, so that is great. Multi-point, okay, it works with all the iOS control. It says for iPhone. I didn't try if they have it for Android. The battery, it has a battery inside, so that is great. So like I said before, you can use this product anywhere, and you don't have to have a power. You don't have to have a power brick to power up this product, so you can use it anywhere. That is awesome, and not many products has this kind of feature. It has a HDMI input. That is good. Okay, it works with Bluetooth if you want to, Ethernet, wireless, 3G, 4G, SD slot. Like I said, this is the codec. This is the mic line in and mic. So you can connect both. Here is the other part. Like I said before, the HDMI. Here is the line in or the mic. Here is the headset if you want to monitoring the live stream. Here, if you want to reset the device, I don't know, maybe you forgot the password or configuration or whatever, and you want to leave it like a factory, you can push this button a few seconds, and then that way it will leave it like as it came from factory. Here is the Ethernet port, and here is the power supply. So if you want to use it, and here you can turn it in. Here you can turn it on or off. Here are all the cameras. It doesn't come with any camera, of course. And basically that's it. Yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit the things that comes with this product. Now I'm going to remove it. Okay, it comes with the manual. It explains everything that I was saying before. If you want, you can pause the video and you can see everything that is here. And I'm going to show you a little bit in the other side. Here it says how to get inside of the network. If you need to do that, or if you don't know, I'm going to make a special video just about this. Here usually the warranty, terms and conditions, and everything else. Here is the one box. Here is another box. Here it comes the product. The product, I have it here right now. I'm using it, so I'm going to show you how it works with Facebook. In this case, I'm going to use another device to make this video as well. But here is the same thing I said before, the same connectors and everything else. So I'm going to leave this in one side. This is the hole that it was in, and it comes with all the adapters. It doesn't matter what country you are in, you're going to be able to use it, so that is very useful. Not many companies do those kind of things. Here you will see something that you will be thinking, what is that? Okay, if you don't know what is this, I'm going to tell you. Okay, it goes like this. So this is going to be on top of your camera. So once you put your camera here, like let's say like something like that, you see here they are showing you the cameras and the product is on top of it. So in order to do that, you're going to use this, and then if you didn't realize, here there is a hole. If you see, you will see my finger, and you will use this hole to attach it to the camera. So that way you put this something like that. You're going to use this adapter. That way you're going to use it in the camera. In this case, I don't need it because I am here in my office. I don't have to stream outside. But if I want to stream outside, that is how you will use it in the real world. So here you can see the screen. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. This is my name. Here it says that is on full HD. Ready. If I push enter, start, it will start streaming, so that is great. Also, I can do the same thing with the cell phone or the computer, so that is amazing. And if I remove the power, you will see that it still works. So as you can see, it still works because it has the battery, and you will see the battery over there. So Now we are going to leave it on, so that way we will not run out of battery. I don't think so. I'm going to be talking more than 2 hours, but it's always to be good to have it on connected all the time. So that is everything that comes with the box. That is the product. Now we are going to see it in action. So now I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to move this in one side so we will see that. Here is the product. Here in Amazon, you have it costs $9.99, or if you have the other product that is not the Pro, is the regular or the standard version, is around $6.69. So there are another product, maybe like a live stream, broadcast Pro. It costs less, but it works only for that brand. I mean, just for their platform. It doesn't work for Facebook or YouTube or any of the other things. So that is why Teradek Vidiu Pro is one of the best things on the market. So here is the menu. I'm going to show you. Here is what you're going to see. Here is the broadcast. If you want to change the resolution, the audio quality, we can leave it on high in everything, and then we're going to go back. I mean, you apply in everything you do. So here you have to type the IP. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to show you how I see this on my browser. Also, you will be able to use your cell phone as well, or iPad. So it doesn't matter, don't worry, I'll show you in a little bit how you can do that. So now I'm going to show you a little bit the menus. Here you have a video and audio. If you want like a wide screen, yes, no, the input, if you want HDMI or analog or disable or left, right, mono, and all the things. So I'm going to show you here a little bit the system. If you want to set a password, you can do that. If you want to upgrade it, you can do that. Set a time, reboot the device. Also, you can factory reset, like I said before. Maybe you want to lend it to someone else and you don't want them to have your broadcast credentials. You can reset that, or your network, or if you want, you can reset everything. Here it has a system diagnostic. It's not for me for now. You're not going to use it shortly. Here you have the recording. You can enable it or disable it. So if you enable it, you are going to be able to use the media card. In this case, the SD card. So we click apply and then it's enabled. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to use it. Here is the network. Here you have the USB modem. I mean, it's not connected, of course. I'm going to show you something real quick. So here you have the device. Here you have the USB port in case you want to use a 3G, 4G, 5G, or in the future, whatever is available. You want to be able to browse that way. Is one way, because I mean, you can be in middle of nowhere and you will be able to broadcast from anywhere. So I'm going to change the screen so we can see. Now we are connected with wire, so we are going to see the IP and everything else. And if you want to do the same thing with the wireless, you can do it. If you want, you can modify this because this product can act like an access point if you want to. An access point is usually if you want the products. I mean, if you have your cell phone and you say, okay, I'm going, and this is the first time you're setting it up, you can use the cell phone to connect to the signal that you're going to see from this device. You are in the middle of nowhere. There is no way to connect via cable or anything like that. You can use your cell phone to connect to this device, set it up, do whatever, and that's it. Other way to configure this appliance is to set it up like an infrastructure. So if you want to connect to your router in your home or office or wherever you are, you want to use that internet connection, you can do it as well. Or like I said before, you can connect it with a cable. So here you can modify that if you want to. You have many options, and we're not going to show you every option, but is the way I'm saying it right now. You can use it like access point or client. If I click client, you can choose browse, and then you will see all the wireless connections that we have around in this place. So you can see this router, this one, this is the neighbor, this is mine, and that's it. So we're going to go back. So that is how. Yeah, that is one way. But you're saying, okay, great. You are on the browser already. You know what is the IP. But if you don't know, how can I get the IP to enter into the device? Okay, don't worry about that. I was going to show you. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Here is my cell phone. So I'm going to type the password. You're going to use the software that I have here. This is the Vidiu Pro. I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit better. Click there, and then you're going to go back, and then here it will search for the product. Here you see the IP. So once you have the IP, you click there or you tap there, and then you can tap here where it says settings, and as you can see, you have exactly the same option as before. So if you have the same options, no problem. I prefer to set it up from the web because you will see it much better from here. But I wanted to tell you that you can do it from the cell phone as well. So now we're going to go back. Yes, we are going to, I'm sure. And here we have the other, I mean, we have plenty of options. Here we have the share link. This is the option that I was saying before, that you can join many wireless, or like I said before, maybe you're in the middle of nowhere and you have an iPhone. Then you say, okay, I want to use the internet from this iPhone, and then I want to use the dongle, the 3G or 4G dongle, and you can plug it in on this device, and then you use the wireless from my phone plus this one. And if you are in your office, you can use your cell phone, the dongle, and the wireless, and maybe the cable if you have another internet. So that way you can join all together all the internet, and you have a powerful streaming. So that way you can stream in high quality. I mean, if you don't know these kind of things, like if you try to stream on YouTube, and YouTube needs at least, if you want 720, you will need around 5 or 6 megabytes. If you want maybe 1080p, 10 megabytes. Here at my office I have 20. I prefer to have double just in case, because I mean, maybe the provider say, yes, I'm going to give you 5, and they in the reality and the real world they will give you 3 or 2 megabytes. So if you can have more, the better. So in the case that you don't have enough internet, you can use many devices, so that way you can stream from anywhere and with high quality. Otherwise, the quality will be very poor, or you will have a lot of drop frames, and that will be very bad for your customers or for people who wants to see you. So that is ShareLink. You have to, it's paid. I mean, they have at least for what I see a few weeks ago, they have a plan that is around 22 hours, and then you pay X amount, like maybe $20 or something like that. And if you want the unlimited version, it might be 50. Don't quote me on this. It's something that I remember, but prices might change. I mean, today, one thing, and tomorrow might be another one. So if you want to know more, go into their site, see the prices, and see if that is what you can pay, you can afford. That's it. So now we're going to click here done, and this is what you're going to see. When you're ready, you click here on start and broadcast, and this icon, the way you go. And if you want to record on the SD card, you can click here where it says start recording. Here it says how much I have occupied in the SD card. Here it says just 2%. We are going to live stream on 1080p and 20 frames by second. Here it says that we have 70% of battery, so that is why I wanted to leave it connected. Basically that's it. Later on, maybe you're going to say, okay, show me what is the most important thing. Broadcast is the thing that you're going to use. Surely here, when you click on, in this case I have Facebook, because that is what we are going to use for this demo. If you click here, you see you have live stream. Like I said before, that the other brand, they use they have their own platform and their own hardware. You can use just their thing, and that's it. Here you have Ustream, you have YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Live Air, GabakUSA, and something like that. And the best part is manual. So maybe you're a person like me, and maybe you have many YouTube channels and you don't want to log out from one to log in another one, and then you want to be able to stream from anywhere. I mean, from any of those, any moment. So this is why they have the manual option. That is awesome. It works great. You can make like different profiles, and that way you can choose what profile you want to use to live stream, and that is awesome. So we're going to show you here is the Rtmp server. So here you can type the URL, here the key. So it's the two things that you're going to need. Basically that's it. I mean, after that you're going to click save, and when you click save, you will see that it will ask you for a name. Here you can choose if you want to have a full rate, a frame rate, here high, low, quality, and other things. I mean, usually if you have a very good connection, you can leave it in automatic. If you don't know what to choose, you can click here where it says suggest quality, and the way once you do that, the software will tell you, okay, this is your speed, this is what you can use. Other than that, you don't need anything else. I'm going to show you here a little bit how is the Rtmp server, so that way you will know what you're going to find. Here we are in my YouTube channel. So if you go here, once you're logged in on the views, and then you're going to go where it says live streaming. It may change over time, of course. So YouTube always change, but I'm going to give you the basis. So what you're going to do is you're going to go here where it says encoder setup. So again, you go where it says live stream now, and then you go on the bottom and you will see this server URL. So you copy that, and then you will do the same thing with the stream name key. You can click on review. I'm not going. On reveal. I'm not going to click on reveal because I don't want everyone to see my key. But that is the idea. So once you do that, you copy the first one here and the second one here. The way you go. Like I said before, I'm going to make a test so you can see here. I'm going to copy here, and then I'm going to create some random password, and then I click here where it says save as profile, and then I can type GabakUSA. This is my channel, and then and use this profile, for instance, and that's it. And once I'm done, it should be able to work. In this case, it will not work because I type just any other thing, but it should work. I have used it before and it works just fine. So I'm going to go back here, broadcast. Here, going to manual, I'm going to use Facebook. Here I have, you can choose stream on your timeline. I mean, if you want your friends to see that and everything, or you can use your fan page. So if you want to see your fan page, or if you want to stream in your fan page, that would be the best thing. You can choose privacy if you want public, friends. Usually it should be public. So I'm going to click here. Here I have many fan page. So in this case, we are going to choose GabakUSA. Great. Once I'm here on GabakUSA, because this is going to be a test, I'm going to choose only me. And that's it. I'm going to click apply, and now we are going to see how it works. Now we can go back, done, click here where it says stream, and now we are streaming. So we're streaming, we are live. Now we are live on Facebook. I'm going to try to log in on my Facebook account so you can see what I'm saying. Okay, here is my fan page. As you can see, then the title is 111. So that is what we are streaming right now. But like I said, because it's private, nobody is seeing it right now. We have here the camera. So I say hello. I move everything. As you can see, I'm streaming completely live right now. Here is the camera that I'm using. If you want to use something like that, you can use maybe a Panasonic. It works great for me, at least. Usually, if you want, you can buy them new, use, whatever. In this case, for testing use, worked fine. So, like I said before, it works fine. I'm going to show you a little bit here because there is a little delay. You can see that it still works, and people can see everything. So. The good thing with this kind of system, if you are using a switcher or something like that, so if you want to switch between cameras like I'm doing right now, if you want to switch between the between the camcorder, the camcorder that I have on the ceiling, the computer on the screen, this camera and everything else, you need a switcher. So a switcher, there are many on the market. If you want something simple, you can use Roland B1 HD. You can use the other one that is great, it costs a little bit more. It will be Production 4K Studio from Blackmagic. Is a good product. I have it. If I have it right here, I'm going to show you. Otherwise, I can show you on the screen. And let's say we're going to close this because you saw how it works. It works just fine. And if you want the other one that I was saying, here is Roland B1 HD. So this is one of the products that I was saying. They are around 1,000. There was a shortage of this kind of product, a back order of this product, so that is why it jumped to 1,200. But it was cheaper than this. And another product that is good is Production Studio 4K. So if you want something like that, it costs about 1,500. Yeah, this is the product that I was saying. Here it costs maybe a little bit more, but this is a very good switcher. You may need a little bit more than this. If you want something simple, the other option is the best one, the one I said before. And the Roland, let's try to search for the image by itself so you can see it. Roland B1 HD. Here we have the image. Okay, you see 1,000. Here is, yes, around 1,000. This is the product that I was saying is very good. I mean, if you want to switch between cameras, that is a good product. And you have the other one, Cerevo. This is not that good product. I mean, it's okay. I don't like the way it records inside, so usually what I do is I use another product to record outside of this, but this will be the list of my options. But other than that, no problem. You can change and do everything that I'm saying right here, and it works great. So I'm going to tell you why you have to choose this product and instead of a PC. If you're thinking, well, why not? I can use a PC, maybe buy another gadget, and then I can plug in the HDMI audio, HDMI video with audio, everything, use it that way. The thing is, you are going to need a very high-end computer, at least Core i7, 16 gigs of RAM, and maybe with 8 will work, but I recommend 16, and SSD drive, otherwise the system will use all the resources. I'm going to show you right now how the software that I'm using right now to do all this recording that is using too much power. So I'm using Wirecast. In this case, I'm using a Wirecast with Cerebro and something else. So I don't know if you can see here, but we are on 92%, or sometimes it jumps to 97%. Is a lot. It's a lot of resources. Just I have one camera here. If I want to use more cameras, there are other products like VMix, good. But like I said before, I tried with the Core i7, another computer I have in Asus with 24 gigs of RAM and SSD drive. The computer kind of use 99% of the resources, so is very bad. That I tried with another with VMware. With Wirecast, I tried with another computer that I have that it has 6 cores and it works great. But like I said before, if you're going to spend a computer with 6 cores, you will be spending more than in this Mac that I bought. I have the Mac Pro. It costs around $3,000, so it will be a huge investment. In this case, or even if you buy a notebook will cost around $2,000. So this product is great. It costs around $1,000, and you can do everything. You don't need a computer, just you need this device, one camcorder, and you can do everything. Like I said before, here is my setup. Here is the camcorder. I'm going to change the screen so you can see a little bit better. Now I'm going to zoom out so you can see. Here is my camcorder. Okay, in this case I use a mic, but if you want, there is an adapter that it will allow you to install this kind of device maybe in one side, so you can see it like that, maybe in this side, so you can have both. So in this case I have this camera, I have a cable, it goes here, and that's it, and it works just fine. And also here you have the SD card, like I said before, and you remove it anytime, and that's it. You can see here we are streaming, going live. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. Here we're live because it says so. Here we are recording live. If we want to stop, click the red button. It says stop broadcast. Yes, no. Here, like I said before, I move it to one side or the other. I click on yes, and that's it. Stop live streaming. Is ready to stream again. So that is why this product is awesome, plus all the things that I said before. Now we are going to see a little bit all the things that I wrote before, so that way you will decide if it makes sense for you to buy one of these products. So now we're going to show you the other screen, so that way you can see why should I use this product. So we are going to talk about that. Like I said before, I present you all the features, advantages that no other products may have. I didn't see any other product just like it. The closest thing I saw was the live stream, but live stream is for their platform and they don't work with anything else. So this works great, battery, wireless, you can do anything. Even if you have a poor internet connection, you can use many internet at the same time. Go live in YouTube or Facebook with a camcorder, like I showed you before. I show you the camcorder, how easy is connected, the way it goes. So now I'm going to show you a little bit how it have to be connected. I mean, it have to be in the same network. That is pretty easy. So I'm going to do a zoom in so that way you can see what I'm saying on the whiteboard. Okay, we did a close up. So here, this is the cable modem. If this is your cable modem, usually you have a cable that goes to the router if it is wireless. Sometimes you have the cable modem and the router all together in one device. So it doesn't matter. If it is one device, just forget this part. And if you have two parts, like is in my case, I have a cable modem and then I have a router, two separate things. You have to think this. You have, in this case, in this example, we have a router that is wireless. So we have 3 ports in this example. In one port you're going to connect the PC, and the other port you're going to connect the Vidiu Pro. You use it that way and it will work. You should be able to see it. If you don't see it on your cell phone, on your computer or something like that, it's because you're using different network. Remember, assuming that this is wireless. So if you have wireless, here you have a cell phone, and then from the cell phone, once you download the app, you will be able to see it. Remember that it has to be on the same network. And just in case, I don't know, if you have maybe an advanced router, they have a wireless mode. I mean, in the wireless option, there are sometimes one option that says insulate wireless from the other network. So if you have that option, it will not work. But if you have just a regular router that is wireless and you have everything that is joined together in one network, you will not have any problem. So it should work just fine. Okay, now we're going to see a little bit the screen. So I'm going to finish the subject that I had in this video. Number 3, how to get professional look in Facebook and YouTube. Like I said before, if you want to go live in your fan page or maybe in your Facebook account or whatever, you're going to need a cell phone. With this product, you don't need a cell phone. You can use a high-end product, like I said before. You can use this camera. This camera is 1080p, and that way you can do zoom in, zoom out, and other things. So I have this remote control that I was using because I have 2 cameras that are the same. But if you want to do zoom in, zoom out, or whatever, like for this, for example, right now I'm doing zoom in, zoom out with the other camera that I'm using right now. You can do the same thing, and you don't have to touch it, because even if you have a tripod or something like that with a cell phone and you connect it like that, you know, I mean, you are not going to be able to see the comments very well. You're going to start tapping the cell phone. The image will be all shaky and all the things, and it will not be very professional for your views. In case, I mean, with this product, you have the camera on the tripod like I'm having right now, and that way everything will look much better. If you have, like I said before, a switcher that you can switch between the screen, this camera on the top, this one here, anywhere where you want, you can do that on Facebook. On Facebook, of course, there is no other way to do it. On YouTube and the other platform that I showed you before. So that is awesome. You can use multiple internet connections to stream live. That is what I said before. You can use the cell phone, you can use the wireless, you can use whatever you want. Like for instance, okay, now I'm using the remote control. If you want to see it, how you can do the same thing. So you can use here you can connect the 3G modem. I mean 4G, whatever. You can use the Ethernet cable. You can use the wireless of this device. I mean, you can use everything. in this case. So that is great. Number 5, you can use everything wireless. So that is another thing. Like I said, you connect on top of the camera. The only cable that you need is the HDMI that goes from the camera to this device, and that's it. And a cell phone. I mean, if you want to connect it to a platform. Otherwise, you can use the panel, like I said before. Here on the top, you have the panel, and you can browse over there and do everything. If you are maybe on the street and you want to see, I mean, you want to record any news or whatever, you can do that. Number 6, you can record everything in your computer and edit later. That is great because if you are streaming, for some reason, I don't know, YouTube stopped working, Facebook stopped working, something like that, the viewers will lose, I don't know, the event, a concert, or whatever that you're recording. It would be a shame. So that way, if you have this product, you can use the SD card, like I said before, here on one side. You have it over there, and then you can live stream, record at the same time. If something happens, you know, you have all the video in the other thing, and you can edit it later on your computer and upload it on YouTube or your favorite platform that you want. And many platforms to go live. Well, that is very easy. I said that before. You can choose many against maybe another products that it has just one. So this one is great. I don't know any other way how you can live stream on Facebook, like I said before, and in the other with the other products as well. So I hope this video was useful. I'll show you everything how it works. Like I said before, I can make another video just step by step how to set it up if you want to. The YouTube, the Facebook, but it's pretty easy, straightforward. You go, you add, and you follow the instructions, and that's it. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Remember, click and like if you like it. Click in dislike if you dislike it, and tell me why if you dislike this video. Subscribe to my channel for more classes and everything related to computers, and see you next time.